Hi, it's Wednesday the 3rd of June 2026. Welcome to this week's My Thoughts vlog. As usual, just my own thoughts. Yeah, that's it. I suppose just a couple of updates to begin with. Firstly, for the nuclear test veteran campaign, and it's kind of no update really, if that makes sense. We're still waiting for the results and the report and recommendations following the deep dive into the medical records. That's still ongoing, but is nearly, it's at a point where it's going to be with us soon, but we just don't know when. We're hoping before summer recess, and really it has to be before recess, because if it isn't, then it's going to be after recess. Possible still have a government in turmoil, and before you know it, it's going to be 2027. So yeah, it needs a bit of action, and it needs to happen before summer recess. That is all I can say on that one. So it's a kind of watch this space, and it's similar with Hillsborough law as well. That will be after summer recess now. There's still some minor sticking points to iron out, not on our part, government's part, but it is making progress. We feel it's definitely going to happen. Well, it will happen. And so again, it's just a case of we've just got to hold our nerve and wait. But it's frustrating. It really is. It's frustrating for both campaigns, and there's a lot of people, working hard on this, and it's just annoying, isn't it? Because it could be done quicker, but the wheels of government turn very slowly. Next thing I wanted to mention was last weekend I was at an event with a lot of other campaigners as well. It's a small group of campaigners. They were from different campaign groups, not from my own. And it was just my thoughts on the amazing people that were there. It was truly humbling to be in their presence, to be honest, because each one of them is working so hard to fight for truth and justice. And, it's worth remembering that none of them are paid. It's all voluntary, and you're working so hard, it's sometimes harder than an actual job. It's certainly, I think, more emotionally taxing than, many jobs. And, I know that myself. It does wear you down, but you've got to keep going. Even though there's no boss telling you to keep going, it's in you, it's there, it's got to be done. And each one of those people has that drive, and like I say, they're not paid, they're not drawing a salary, but they're doing it not to improve their own lives, but it's to improve the lives of future generations, or to achieve justice for people that we've lost. And that, what kind of people do that? It's truly humbling, it really is. And I listened at length to what they've been through, and while there's common threads that run through it, I mean, each one has an individual story, and each one was deeply touching. It really was. And they're a very, very special bunch of people. And there's many more campaigners out there, many more, who are just the same. But it just goes to show that if there's something worth fighting for, then do it. Just do it. The drive will come from within. It really will. And speak up for those who don't have a voice. Speak up for those who are not yet born, who are children, who are too old or too ill, or are sadly no longer with us. Because their voices count. Their voices count equally. And if they can't say it, then we should be the ones to do it. That's what I believe anyway. And if I can, I will. And I will keep doing it. But yeah, it was an amazing event, and it will live long in my memory, it really will. And hopefully everything we discussed will help. I think I certainly took away from each person. I shared a bit of their pain, I suppose, and I suppose I shared mine with them, because we talked at length about, quite personal stuff to do with campaigning, but it will make a difference. Will make a difference. So yeah, spare a thought for all those campaigners. Not just troublemakers, but doing it for a reason. And if you don't understand the reason, ask. So yeah, that's kind of all my news really. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. So I think I shall leave it there for now. And weather, a bit rough. Well, I'd say rough. It's overcast. It's kind of a bit rainy, but it is what it is. It's June. It's summer. Typical British summer. Anyway, whatever you're doing, enjoy yourself, and I will speak to you soon. Any comments, any questions, just ask me, and I'll answer them next time. But for now, it's see you next week. Bye bye.